So, you know how I said at the end of the last time that I would start this with having found a Chansey, because I thought Chansey was the only encounter left on this route. Well, I forgot about purple Nidoran line. Like the male ones, yeah, those can be caught in this part of the game. I just brushed past because, oh yeah, I already had a Nido. I had a Nido Queen that died, but I didn't have a Nido King, which is legally a different evolution line, kind of. Yay, so I caught that. So how's it going, everyone? I say, as if you can respond to me. I've been very busy the past couple days because with my journalism job, I've had to report on all the countywide 4th of July festivities. And part of that is I had to go to a beauty contest. Just double checking that I've got my speed up on. I had to go to a beauty contest and report on it and take photos. And right, there's this bitch. What's up? Did I talk to you last time? Alright, you're telling me you can find Suicune messing up Missy's date. I forget how many of these specifically trainers I have. But anyway, I go to a beauty contest, and you know what? I know the stereotypes. I know, like, that it's a very stereotypical thing, like, the dumb... Oh god, and she was blonde. I just remembered that this girl was blonde. But the dumb, blonde, airhead, beauty pageant, contestant... And there's a lot of misogyny in that stereotype, but also, the judge asked her, name 3 adjectives that describe yourself. And this girl, this dumb girl, she says, the first adjective, is running, because I'm, like, really active. Honey, dear, that is not an adjective. That's a verb. Running is a verb. Running isn't... running, that's one, and, I cannot think of a second adjective. Oh, you could think of only one adjective and it was a verb! Oh, why can't you name any other adjective? Dumb is an adjective. Oh, be nice. It was a fucking teenager. But also, and like the former beauty queen like gave a speech about how she represented a county and was like someone the little girls locally could look up to, and I don't know if they're gonna do that for this new queen. Yeah, that was very stupid. That was very stupid. She thought running was an adjective. Other things I had to see as part of covering 4th of July stuff. I had to go to 3 different parades. Wow, I fucking hate parades. It's not something you're meant to see 3 of in a single week, because parades, like, after the first, 2 minutes, parades get very, very old, because it's just like, hi, I've got an old car. Hi, I'm advertising my business. Hi, I own a tractor. Everyone owns a fucking tractor. You live in rural Iowa. That's not notable. And they just go on and on and on. One of the parades I saw was just an hour. It just would not end. It was just so boring. It started to rain and the parade just kept going. You know, that isn't the worst thing that I had to see this week. I had to take photos of a tractor pull. I don't get it. I think it's like the most boring shit ever. Like the first time, like, where you see, wow, that tractor, like, ooh, big puff of smoke, engine, like, roaring, like, does a wheelie, because it's got so much force needed to pull this heavy weight, and then, oh, okay, it's the same thing again, and okay, it's the same thing again. It just goes on and on and on, and, like, I popped out to cover other things during the festivities, and when I came back for the fireworks show 3 hours later, it was still going on. 3 hours of a tractor pull. I don't get it. I think it's boring. But you know, it was nice, like lying on a hill, just taking photos of the fireworks. Eventually, just put my camera down, stare up alone at night. This would be a romantic thing if I wasn't completely and utterly alone. Let's see, other things during these 4th of July festivities. At one of the parades, like, because, the local political parties do their floats. Yay, I think they're dumb. I don't give a shit. um, local Republicans go by, and like the parade announcer's like, "There's the local Republican Party who's fighting for our freedom, keeping our borders secure, protecting our democracy." Which I don't. You sure? Sure that's the party that's doing that? And like cheers, and then the Democrat float, and there's the Democrats. Sure to vote in the fall. I think that fucker got a bias. I think he might have a bias politically. Like a few fucking people boo when they see the Democrats. This fucking place is so goddamn right wing. It is obnoxious. It is just painfully right wing. Fucking hate it. Like, I don't want to fucking get political. I don't want. If I were to get political, so the Supreme Court, Jesus fucking Christ, Jesus fucking Christ, what no, they gave the fucking president immunity for all and all actions, and like very specifically Sotomayor, like a Supreme Court justice, like saying based on this decision it is illegal for the president to send in SEAL Team 6 to assassinate political opponents. This country's fine. This country's fine. This country's it. Is the world gonna end in my life? Like, America's fucking collapsing into. Right, keep forgetting the choice span which I get from the Battle Factory. I'm like, yeah, we're swinging towards fascism. Everything's going great, but also that's not even the biggest thing. The biggest thing is the fucking climate change. It's just gonna get worse and worse, and we're all well, actually, I said, what the fuck? Why is that Magikarp 65? Okay, ignore me. No more talking about politics. This Magikarp demands my respect. I'm not giving it though. But like climate change, I just feel so hopeless about so many things, just constantly. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Speaking of politics and parades, there was a thing I had to cover. It was like the homecoming. Like every 5 years, we invite everyone who grew up in this area to come home, and we like tell stories, and like the speaker gives just the best fucking joke to start off the event, where he says, I've always been a fan of the humor of Ronald Reagan. What? What? Okay, let's see what he has to say. There's this story. This thing didn't fucking happen, by the way. Just like, it's fine. That's just like a made-up story for a joke, but it's not a real story, and like the joke wasn't funny. So, but Reagan was campaigning, and he goes door to door all alone. A thing that Ronald Reagan famously did. And he said, "Are there any gay people in there? Because I want to fucking murder them. Also, I want to give guns to terrorists in Nicaragua." No, he didn't say that. That's Casey editorializing that. And Reagan says, "Hi, I'm running for president." And the man says, "Oh, who are you? What have you done?" "Well, I was a very successful movie star." No, he fucking wasn't running. Like, it was a B-lister fucking loser. But I'll give you a hint. Ronald Reagan says, "My initials are RR, and I'm running for president." And the man says, "Oh God, not Roy Rogers." I'm pausing so you have a moment to laugh at the Ronald Reagan, and they thought he was Roy Rogers because of the R. Get it? Actually, wait. I'm not gonna look for the 1% chance. I don't fucking get that. Was that a fucking joke? What the fuck was that? Like the Roy Rogers. What the fuck? I don't. Fucking old people. And then just stories of their hometown. It was very, very boring. And one more thing from that happened was there was a water fight, which is actually kind of cool, where there are firemen and they've got hoses and there's a bucket on a cord over the street, and they're like shooting with the fire hoses, two firemen, like trying to force the bucket over each other's side. It's cool, it's fun. And guy wins, and yeah. Hey, why is he looking towards the crowd? What's he doing with that? Oh God, no, I'm holding a camera. It's expensive. Don't shoot me with a hose. Yeah. Another thing that happened at that, when I was covering this stuff, is a firefighter, comes up to me and says, "Hey, are you with that newspaper? You wrote some good stuff about the fire department. Good work. Yeah, I got firefighters like me because I wrote about how it was bullshit, like how the city treated them. And I mean, I didn't say it was bullshit, but I just reported facts and some quotes from people involved, and it was just a whole mess last year. And people like me because of that. Yeah. Oh, if they saw any of my video essays, they would fucking hate me. But yay, they like me because I'm a good reporter. So, what else have I done? I've been filming for the first Batman and Fascism essay, which is just... God, working on this project is just making it very clear. Just studying fascism and the definitions and how it grows, it doesn't make me happy for how this country is going and how we are political. It's just... I'm worried and I'm stressed out about it. Whatever, I'm making a big video about fascism and Batman, and it's gonna come out next month, although I'm gonna try and get it done this month. And also, that's something I was going to say. And also, I just fucking brain farted. I don't even know what also. Need to finish up writing like the other one. I went through all the episodes, but there's a few points where I just stopped in the script and said, write more here, about, I describe Poison Ivy's first episode, and to say, this very much reminds me of the police city protests in Atlanta, and then just blank space to fill it in, or in the episode where Penguin tries to go straight. This does bring up a real problem in American law enforcement with how it is very hard for criminals to re-enter society, and that leads to more crime. It leads to recidivism, and perhaps a way to reduce crime that no one's ever going to fucking go for, because our criminal justice system is designed to just fucking torture people until they go insane and are unable to do anything but commit crimes, and then throw them back out on the street so they commit more crimes, so they can go back in the torture pits, because the Americans just really fucking love torturing people. But anyway, yeah, I gotta fill that in. But I'm close to having that second one done. It'll be 2.5 hours, maybe 3, depending on how long-winded my analysis at the end goes. And I'm working on my D&D stories consistently. I've got one coming out next week, one coming the week after that, one coming out 2 weeks after that, which I finished writing today, and I actually put it up for a vote, the name of it, because I had 3 good name ideas. Never won the big bad, punched so hard he became an NPC, and what seems to be it's gonna win the poll is I Didn't Hear No Bell. Okay. And, okay. Let's look at some of the comments, because I've named a Pokemon after, but I kind of skipped past it. Merkbush Flavo, I don't think that's how they probably pronounce it, but they say, great vid, only complaint I really have is roundabout at the end being loud. Yeah, that's fair. No. But yeah, I'd like to add one small difference of detail about the difference between Pucci and Dio, specifically in the way they use their minions. Dio just sort of threw his minions at the Joestars. He didn't put much thought into it, or as I'd prefer to think, they weren't meant to kill the Joestars, more like appetizers. What fun would it be if your nemesis died to someone else? But yeah, Dio didn't really try much with his minions ammo, just kind of spammed. He was generally cocky and got punished for it. Pucci, on the other hand, had much more thought about his lackeys, inspecting their personalities, and using stands which resonated with those personalities. He also arranged the situation the gang would fight them with disadvantage. He also put more thought into battle tactics, and never really got high on himself like Dio did. What I'm saying is, Pucci is a pretty good tactician. It's like he saw what Dio did and did it better. A great example of this is Survivor. Dio said the stand is less than useless, actively harmful to team coordination, and found a way to actually use it effectively. I was distracted by the text pop-up. Is that... what's behind here? I don't remember this. He didn't underestimate it. He didn't win thanks to sheer force. He won off of tactics. He was the dude making the choices and making shit tick. Which is why it's so goddamn hilarious that he dies after getting high on his own farts about destiny, and now his victory is predetermined. He has this godlike stand that can shatter existence into tiny pieces, and lost to a kid he underestimated. He starts glowing and mocking this kid whose life he ruined, a tiny little victory lap for him to cross, and in this euphoria, he fucks up. He denies his agency, letting all the control go to Destiny, so Emporio takes it back, uses the power invested in him by those who cared for him, and he cared to smite... Ooh, that was close. To smite the man who made them suffer. Was really happy reading Stone Ocean's ending the first time a few years back, seeing how he was just so much better than Golden Wind's. I love Golden Wind. It's apart a lot, but its ending sucked, man. But yeah, great vid. Sorry. People always complain about rambling as if my video essays aren't just constant fucking rambling by me. But yeah, Pucci does use minions different from Dio. Well, to be fair, Dio just fucking spams them. I don't know. I do think he wants them to kill the Joestars, but he's also not putting much thought into it. And part of the reason Pucci has to be more tactical is because Pucci is way fucking weaker than Dio. Pucci has... actually, Whitesnake pulls out new abilities every time it appears. It's a very powerful stand if you add up all the different things it's capable of doing. But, it can't fucking stop time. Pucci has to be strategic. And it is cool that he has so many tactical fights where he's very creative with how he fights to take on the Joestars. And also, the other thing about him being a lot more specific with his minions, he doesn't have a lot, though. He's like him, think about people's personalities, is him recruiting them as minions because, he doesn't have the endless army of minions to throw at the Joestars like Dio did. And then Pucci's arrogance is his undoing. Like, he's so arrogant once he gets made in heaven. And to be fair, he is tactical. Killing Jotaro is tactical. Killing Jolene is just screaming and going at her with brute force, admittedly. But he is tactical in his takedown of Jotaro, which at the same time he ends up taking out Anasui and Hermes. And yeah, I talked about it a lot in the video. I love the ending of Stone Ocean. It's so fucking good. That's why I made a video about it. Just Emporio inheriting the will of the Joestars. Pucci thinking he's won because he's killed his enemies, but Emporio is still... It's just go watch my Stone Ocean video if you want to know my thoughts on Stone Ocean. And this fucking, just really good word choice in that comment by Merkbush Favo. Yeah. And they don't like Golden Wind's ending, which I don't think Golden Wind has as good of an ending as Stone Ocean. I'll agree with that. But then again, I think Stone Ocean might be the best ending in all of JoJo. Well, hold on. Let's go through. Love Phantom Blood's ending. Battle of Tendency is just kind of... It's... Joseph just gets saved by a Deus Ex Machina, and also I didn't think Cars was that great of a final villain. I'm going back so I can catch a quillfish using the super rod is why I'm driving back. Let's see. Right, where's the changing point? Is it here? Right, it's because of the corners, so it would be around here. Let's see. I really like Stardust Crusaders, but I think Joseph being revived is an asshole that kind of deflates a lot of the tension. Uh, Diamond into Unbreakable is cool, although it is kind of. Uh, I wish Josuke got more of like a big moment to shine against Kira. Like he got some cool hits in, but then it ends, and the fight isn't really about him. Um, Golden Wind has a decent. I like the final battle against Diavolo. But it's weird that like that's not the ending. It ends with this sleeping slaves arc, which isn't that great. I don't think. Um, it's just a weird anticlimax where it suddenly becomes a very different story that isn't as interesting. Just finding this Destiny Rock guy. I don't fucking know. And then Stone Ocean is incredible. Would Steel Ball Run be better without the final fight? I just realized that because I mean spoilers for Steel Ball Run. Like skip ahead, like uh, let's say 1 minute. So I'll be stopping. I'll stop talking. I'm looking at my clock. Like I really, really fucking love uh, just that scene of Gyro or Johnny tossing Valentine the gun and asking him, "Please, please don't make me kill you. Please save Gyro." And then Valentine just reaches for the gun. Johnny shoots him, and it's just a really good ending. And then Dio again, but he's Dio, and he's Diego, and he's high voltage, and like, I mean, it's a cool fucking fight. It's a cool fight. I don't know, like it just. Well, I mean, it's an ending to the race. And am I doing something wrong? Hold on. Jojo Lion's fine. It's ending, and Jojo Lands isn't over yet. So let me, because you can get a Quillfish with a super rod, right? It's not a time thing, is it? What? Okay, it's 10% chance. I'm just impatient. Okay. Hold on, let me readjust because I had to look away. So doing my reading of Homestuck fan endings, I read Burning Down the House. I finished it and I enjoyed it. I didn't like it at first because it's slice of life, and I don't like having a slice of life sequel to a comic that was very much adamantly not slice of life. I don't know how I feel about that, and the early parts of Burning Down the House didn't really do anything for me, and like they have a fight against Lord English, and that didn't really do anything for me at all. I thought it was a very boring, very easy fight, but the comic just sort of grew on me over time, like, and I don't know why. Um, I like how that comic writes Jane. I think Jane is a well-written character in that comic, and I think like so many of these Homestuck fan endings are like, I hate the epilogues. I hate how they treated Jane. I'm gonna write a new story, and Jane's not gonna do anything or be an interesting character or plot relevant at all. Because, like, making a. God, I fucking hate fishing in this game. It's just boring. Because, like, it's easy to dislike something, it's easy to hate a story, but, like, you can't make something good just based on hating something else, you know? Just give me the Quillfish, okay? I want a Quillfish. I'm not probably even gonna use it, but give me a Quillfish. But yeah, they have Jane come out as gay and start relationship with Terezi, and it's really nice. And like, hey, doing good writing with Terezi of her being drawn, wanting to go find Vriska, and Jane talking her down. Like, that's good. And also, Jane has a little internal battle in her mind with Red Jane, with her evil side, Epilogue's personality, and overcomes her, and I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. There we go. There's a quillfish. And a lot of the slice of life around those moments of this core relationship are just very hit or miss. But you know what? Burning down the house, it made into coveted B tier. It is better than most of the things I had read. Atomic X160 says, I hated Stone Ocean's ending at first, but I've come to appreciate it in a meta sense. Rocky wanted a fresh start for Part 7, and I can't fault him for that. Didn't have to end Stone Ocean that way to do Steel Ball Run, especially because Steel Ball Run does not take place in the Irene timeline. That's a misconception. It's its own thing. Ostensibly, I don't know. It could theoretically, but it's not supposed to be the Ireneverse. And I mean, I guess the fact that Stone Ocean puts an end to this ongoing story does make it easier for Araki to then do new universe, new characters. But I don't know if that's necessarily necessary. Okay, I'm gonna... Actually, I gotta catch something on this route too, because this is a new route, and you can catch Relicanth here. Yeah. Cool. One thing. So, I don't actually know if you would know. I don't know how much you keep up with, or how much of my vlogs you have watched. When I was first out of college, I needed a project to work on, so I started making this RPG called Day of Apotheosis, and it's just languished. It was a game that could have been done in 6 months, and more than 2 years later, it still isn't fucking done. Because I just get distracted and don't work on it for months at a time because I work on other projects, most notably my video essays, because those were what got more attention and people responded to. And, I didn't like that making them more. I fucking hate fishing. I didn't like. It's not that I enjoyed working on them more than I enjoyed working on Day of Apotheosis, but I did. Are you serious? Why can't I fucking fish? I'm pressing. Is it because I'm on high speed? Oh god, that is unbearable. No, keep it targeted FPS up to 4. But anyway, this week I got a comment asking, hey, when is Day of Apotheosis going to come out? And that suddenly, oh god, I'm gonna get this fucking game done. I'm working on it now immediately. I'm getting this fucking game done because someone is waiting for it, and I'm not gonna make someone wait. Someone cares, someone will enjoy this, so I'm going to make that. And that's why I'm still working on Twisted Destiny, even though I abandoned it at some point. Because I got a single person who emailed me saying they liked it, saying they enjoyed it so much they made a TV Tropes page that has the highest compliment I've ever received as an artist, and I'm not joking. That someone, tell small creators that you enjoy their work, because it fuels them, and I'm gonna get that fucking game done by the end of the month, I swear to god. What the fuck is it the fucking super rod? Why isn't this shit working? If I try the good rod, will that work? I don't know why my super rod isn't working. There we go. Give me my Relicanth. And anyway, this is all to say that off screen, as I was training Pokemon, no, because it says on Bulbapedia that on Route 12, the only thing you can fish is Relicanth, right? Relicanth? Kanto Route 12? Is this where the Snorlax is? I thought the Snorlax was on the other route. Oh, Relicanth is a swarm. I can't catch it. I'll come back for Relicanth later. I was misreading that. But anyway. Dr. Waffle Dinosaur, thank you. I mean, that's not even saying I like your work. It's asking, hey, where's your work? Um, but I'm gonna get that fucking game done. I'm gonna get it done by the end of the month. Like, I've got it all scripted now. I'm so close to being done. No, this isn't the route where you get Snorlax. It's the other one, right? Right, through here is a different route, right? Yeah, this is... Oh, Route 11. No, Route 11 is different, because that was Route 12 I was on, I think. I'm in the fucking weeds with this shit. And anyway, I can't show it because I'm not, like, at the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna get this fucking route done. I don't want to spend another, episode on this part of the game. Off screen, while I decided to do a bit of training for Ursaring in, the route west of Fuchsia, and I found a shiny Grimer, caught it because of Dupe's Claws, named it after Waffle, whatever the face was, and now it's in my box. And I'm going to use it instead of the other Grimer. The other Grimer has been put in the trash bin, because I don't want it, because I've got a shiny one now that is green. Yeah. My team really kind of sucks against water types. Is probably its biggest weakness. None of them have a strong matchup against water types. One of them's quad weak, but I mean it's fine. There aren't a lot of electric types. Is the problem? I killed my Voltorb, and there's no elemental stones anywhere in this game. You have to, like I've complained before. I despise the stupid fucking phone call system in this game. It is unintuitive, but I don't know how to fucking do it because it doesn't fucking work. It's just the stupidest, like, shit. Like, and who fucking figures this out? Like, just I'm gonna call every NPC all the time and see if they want to give me a rematch. Like, no, why would anyone waste their time with that bullshit? Okay, I'm gonna take out these two lovers, and I think the lovers are the last ones, and then I'm done with this area, I think. I'm going to heal up first. And this one's a long one, but I had a lot to talk about, I guess. Not a lot to talk about, I don't fucking know. I rewatched To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm not sure why. That's a good movie. It's a good court drama. I should read Go Tell a Watchman, like the sequel that everyone fucking hated, that wasn't written to be a sequel. It was just a first draft of to kill the bird. You shoot it, and it's like a metaphor for racism. The like prequel that was buried in a bank vault for years and years and years, decades. The sequel to Kill a Mockingbird. And I haven't read it. I know Atticus Finch is like a racist old asshole in it. And to be fair, that's kind of realistic. I don't fucking know. Like, in To Kill a Mockingbird, he's not like a big social crusader who's trying to change the world. And you can interpret the fact that he's kind of just... the fact that he's... Like, Atticus doesn't, like, end the movie by just looking all the townsfolk in the face and saying, "You are evil pieces of shit who I despise." Like, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's fine. But I don't fucking know. I've been talking for too long. Then my brain has shut down. Took out the double battle. Like, you can argue that Atticus... Like, he's not a social crusader or anything. I don't fucking know. I'm ending this shit here. What do you want, Mom? What do you want? What do you fucking want? You bought things with my money? That's it. Fuck you. I'm flying back to Violet City so I can hit you with the super rod. I'm gonna